Don't forget to click like to support this type of content, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences and questions are important to us, and we would love to hear from you. Together, let's continue this journey toward knowledge, balance, and growth. Thank you again, and we look forward to the next step of this adventure toward a more fulfilling life. Namaste. Imagine that water, this element so common in our daily lives, actually holds the key to better health and a more balanced life. We drink it every day without even thinking, but did you know that 99% of us don't know how to consume it correctly? Yes, 99%. And this simple mistake could be the reason behind many of the ailments you may feel without knowing their cause. How is it possible that something as basic as drinking water can be done incorrectly? This video will reveal practices that transform water into a powerful ally for your body and mind. In just a few minutes, you will discover precious teachings from Buddhist wisdom that will allow you to transform each sip into an act of true healing and revitalization. By applying these simple tips, you can not only improve your physical health, but also find an inner peace that few people know. Think about those times when you feel constantly tired, suffer from unexplained headaches, or feel like you're lacking energy. What if the solution to these problems lies in how you drink water? This video is here to show you how to turn such an ordinary act into a conscious practice that can change your life. Through profound teachings and inspiring stories, you'll learn how drinking water can become a sacred ritual, an opportunity to connect with yourself. You might be wondering why this concerns you. Well, just imagine the power of each sip of water when you drink it with full mindfulness, understanding its impact on your well-being. Whether you're looking to improve your health, gain better mental clarity, or simply live more balanced, this video will provide concrete answers. It will help you rediscover a daily gesture, elevate it, and reap unexpected benefits. So, stay with us until the end and prepare to be surprised. You will understand why water, much more than a simple liquid to quench thirst, can become a true ally in your personal and spiritual development. Together, let's explore the hidden power of this vital resource and see how, with a bit of knowledge and care, you can make it the foundation of a more serene and balanced life. Before we move on to the next part of this video, I'd like to invite you to make an important decision for our journey together. If you found this content valuable, consider subscribing to the channel, sharing this video with friends or family members who could also benefit from this information, and leaving a comment below with your experiences or questions. Your interaction is crucial to help us continue exploring topics that change perceptions and lives. It may seem exaggerated, but drinking water improperly can turn this vital resource into a silent enemy that slowly undermines your health. In Buddhist wisdom, every action, even the most mundane, carries deep meaning. This includes something as simple as drinking water. To better illustrate this wisdom, let me share the story of a young man who lived in a small village. Despite appearing to be in good health, he constantly suffered from headaches, body aches, and persistent fatigue. He tried everything, herbal remedies, dietary changes, but nothing seemed to improve his condition, which gradually stole away his peace of mind. One day, tired of this situation, he decided to seek the elders of the village for advice. One elder, with a look full of understanding, suggested that he visit the nearby majestic mountains, known for their streams and waterfalls with miraculous properties. The elder explained to the young man that in those mountains lived a Buddhist master, known for his wisdom and for helping many people through his teachings. Filled with hope, the young man followed this advice and set out on the journey to the mountains. The journey was long and demanding, but he was determined to find a remedy for his suffering. Upon reaching his destination, he was greeted by the calming murmur of flowing streams and the fresh air that filled his lungs with a sense of renewal. Eventually, he found the master deep in meditation by the edge of a clear stream. The young man waited patiently until the master finished meditating, and when the master opened his eyes, he shared his pain and quest for a solution. The master, with a peaceful smile, explained that the answer to his problems lay in how he consumed water. "You might be poisoning yourself without even realizing it," the master said. "Every sip of water you take, if not consumed with respect and full attention, can introduce imbalances that disrupt your inner harmony." The master then began to share his wisdom. He explained that in Buddhism, water is not merely a natural resource, but a symbol of life and purity. The first teaching he imparted to the young man was about the importance of drinking water with complete attention and gratitude. Each sip of water should be a meditation in itself, he explained. When holding a glass, it is essential to feel the water, observe its clarity, and reflect on its journey to our hands. Before drinking, it is crucial to silently or quietly express gratitude for the water that nourishes and sustains the body. This simple act of mindfulness turns drinking into a sacred ritual, an opportunity to connect with the present moment and celebrate life in its purest form. As the young man drank with intention, he felt the water flowing through his body, revitalizing every cell as if he were receiving a divine gift. Imagine the power this could have in your life. Drinking water with gratitude nourishes not just the body, but also elevates the spirit, bringing a peace that few people experience amidst the hustle and bustle of modern life. The master then addressed the temperature of the water, an often overlooked but crucial aspect for health. He explained that water should be consumed at room temperature, between 70 and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Drinking cold water can shock the body, forcing the digestive system to work harder, which can lead to various issues over time, such as slow digestion or other health complications. On the other hand, warm water, especially first thing in the morning, helps gently wake up the digestive system and prepare the body for the day ahead. Imagine getting up and instead of feeling sluggish or tired, experiencing a lightness and energy that carries you through the day. That is the effect of water at the ideal temperature. It is an act of respect and care for oneself, a form of self-love that few truly understand. The young man listened attentively, realizing that he had never considered these details before. He had always drunk water quickly, without paying attention, sometimes directly from the plastic bottle he carried everywhere. Now, the master was revealing a new way to perceive and relate to something so simple, yet so essential. These first lessons began to open the young man's eyes to the power in every small, everyday action. He understood that Buddhist wisdom is not limited to grand teachings or deep meditations, but also resides in the small things in life, like drinking a glass of water. With these first lessons, the young man embarked on a journey of healing, not only for his body but also for his mind and soul, through the conscious and respectful practice of drinking water. This marked the beginning of a profound transformation, starting from something so simple but having the power to touch the soul and bring balance to all aspects of life. Imagine what could change for you if you started integrating this wisdom into your daily life today. Immersed in the master's teachings, the young man felt eager to learn more. He understood that each lesson brought him not just a better understanding of water, but also connected him more deeply to his life and health. And so, the master continued, "Now that you understand the importance of drinking water with full attention and at the appropriate temperature, it's time to discuss the purity of water," said the master with a serious look. "The water you put into your body must be as pure as possible. Think of your body as a sacred temple. You would never defile a temple with impurities, would you? In the same way, you shouldn't introduce water into your body that is not clean or free of toxins." The young man, who until then had never really thought about the quality of the water he drank, began to understand the full importance of this concept. The master explained that, in Buddhist philosophy, purity is a fundamental concept, not just purity of mind and soul, but also of the body. Impure water can carry negative energies and substances that disrupt the body's natural balance, and over time, this can lead to serious illnesses. The master went on to emphasize that in a world where pure water is not always readily available, it is important to do whatever possible to purify it before drinking, whether through filtering, boiling, or even blessing it during spiritual practices. The goal is always to ensure that what we put into our bodies is as pure and sacred as possible. "Remember," added the master, "that every sip of pure water you drink is an act of love and respect for your body. And this respect is always recognized. The body responds to it, the mind responds, and soon you start to feel a clarity and lightness you have never experienced before. The purity of water directly reflects the purity of the mind and soul." With these new perspectives, the young man thought about how he could improve the quality of the water he consumed every day. He realized that throughout his life, he had neglected something so simple that could have such a profound impact on his well-being. Seeing how much the young man absorbed these teachings, the master continued, "Now let's talk about balance in the amount of water you consume. As in all things, balance is key. Drinking too much water can be just as harmful as not drinking enough. Have you ever heard of the middle way?" The young man nodded, recalling previous teachings about this central concept in Buddhism, where balance between extremes is essential for achieving harmony and well-being. "The middle way also applies to water," the master said. "Your body is wise. It knows how much water it needs. Learn to listen to it. When you drink more than necessary, you overload your system, dilute essential nutrients in your blood, and overwork your kidneys. This can even lead to serious issues like hyponatremia, a condition where excessive water consumption dangerously dilutes the sodium level in your body." The young man was deeply surprised by the idea that such a simple act as drinking water could be done incorrectly, even when done in excess. He realized that Buddhist wisdom is not only about avoiding extremes or deficiencies, but also about constantly seeking balance in every aspect of life. The master then guided the young man to a nearby stream and asked him to kneel. "This is where you should drink water," the master said. "Whenever possible, drink directly from nature. The water flowing in these mountain streams contains a vital energy that is absent in bottled or treated city water. It is alive, in harmony with the earth, and by drinking it, you directly connect with the healing energy of nature." The young man dipped his hands into the fresh, clear water and brought it reverently to his lips. The master watched, knowing that this experience would be forever etched in the young man's mind. Drinking water directly from nature was not just an act of hydration, it was an act of communion with the world around him, a way to reconnect with the essence of life. However, the master also taught the young man the importance of gratitude before drinking water. Before each sip, he said, take a moment to close your eyes and silently thank the water you are about to drink. Say something like, "Thank you for this gift of life and for the water that nourishes and heals my existence." This act of gratitude transforms water into something sacred. It is no longer just a liquid to quench thirst. It becomes a gift of life, a source of energy that nourishes not only the body but also the spirit. The young man followed the master's instructions, closed his eyes, and expressed his gratitude for the water. When he did this, he felt a profound peace, a connection he had never experienced before. With each sip, he felt the water fill his body, not only hydrating it, but also infusing it with a pure and regenerative energy. To conclude, the master offered one last piece of advice to the young man. Avoid distractions when drinking water. Don't eat, don't talk, and don't let yourself be distracted. Every sip should be taken with full presence. Remember, water is sacred and deserves all your attention. With these teachings, the young man left the mountains with a new understanding of such a simple yet important gesture. He knew that these lessons would not only transform the way he drank water, but also how he lived, with more mindfulness, gratitude, and respect for the world around him. Through these ancient teachings, the young man discovered that drinking water was not just a physical act, but a spiritual ritual that could transform his life. A simple glass of water, drunk with the right intention and in the right way, could be the beginning of a journey of healing and enlightenment. And so, my friend, the act of drinking water will never be the same for you. Today, you have learned that something as ordinary as drinking water can be transformed into a true ritual of healing and spiritual connection. Paying attention to every detail, from mindfulness while drinking, to the choice of temperature, to purity and proper quantity, makes all the difference in your well-being. You understand that water is much more than a simple liquid to quench thirst. It is a source of life that, when consumed with respect and gratitude, can bring balance to the body, mind, and soul. The mindful practice of drinking water, with full presence and without distractions, is a powerful way to reconnect with nature and oneself. From now on, the transformation is in your hands. With each sip of water, you have the choice to nourish not only your body but also your soul. Remember, the water you drink can either be an enemy or an ally. It all depends on how you consume it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video to the end. We sincerely hope that these teachings on the true importance of water have resonated with you and inspired you to integrate these practices into your daily life. Every action, even the simplest, can become a source of transformation, and we are honored to accompany you on this path toward greater well-being and serenity. If this content has brought value to your life, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any upcoming videos, which we are confident will continue to guide and transform your life.